way, Germany's Economic Minister Karl-Theodor zu Guttenberg is playing the role of the government's conscience. This time it's been decided that the floundering retailer Arcandor will receive no state financial aid and will have to fend for itself.
We intend to continue following this company's development as constructively as we can, defending the interests of the employees. But we also have to remember to adhere to the rules that apply to government sureties.
We've done it.
Things are more complicated for policymakers than they were 10 years ago. The supposed rescue of the rundown Philipp Holtzmann company has meanwhile gone down in German economic history as an example of how political interventions in the economy rarely bring good long-term results.
I remember it well. When Holtzmann was facing bankruptcy, I was with the European Central Bank. From my office on the 34th floor, I saw the demonstrations and heard the promises then-Chancellor Schröder was making. 9 months later, the company was bankrupt anyway. It had cost taxpayers money and damaged many medium-sized construction companies in the process. Jobs were lost, and in the end, Holtzmann wasn't rescued.
But the crisis year 2009 is also an election year, which makes it hard for politicians to adhere to the principle of non-intervention. So last weekend, the coalition cabinet decided to flout the economic minister's warnings and come to the rescue of the Opel car manufacturing company. It's not just a matter of jobs, votes are also at stake. So good tidings are called for.
We are giving Opel a chance. I think that's fair. We see the risks and the opportunities. We wish Opel employees the very best. Financial assistance from the state was essential.
The Chancellor is justifying her actions because she has espoused different viewpoints in the past. The new social market economy initiative is made up of people who want as little state intervention as possible in the economy. Its members are disappointed.
Politicians sometimes give me the impression they think the money they are using grows on trees. But ultimately it comes from the taxpayers. Either it comes directly from taxes or increased public debt, which in turn leads to debt servicing and higher taxes. This is elementary, and I think that the politicians should spell this out for the voters.
The jury is still out on Karl-Theodor zu Guttenberg as economic minister. In the short time he's been in office, he's already established himself as the government's conscience in relation to economic framework laws. His job is a lonely one. The minister has to be the voice of restraint.
In all cases of intervention, which we decide on an individual basis, we will have to ask ourselves whether or not we have an exit strategy.
Deutlich machen müssen, haben wir bereits eine Exit-Strategie.
But an exit strategy is something politicians like Frank-Walter Steinmeier don't want to think about just now. The SPD candidate for chancellor was successful with his very early decision to rescue Opel, even though the only thing decided is that the government will provide credit to tide the company over temporarily. The SPD is eager to bolster its image as protector of jobs in industry.
These jobs are the industrial potential that made us strong in the past and still makes us strong today. Once they're lost, wholly or in part, they won't come back. That is the greatest danger we see, and that's why we want to help.
But statements like those can create false expectations. For example, among the staff of the retailer Arcandor, who now feels that the state owes them financial assistance. And they aren't the only ones who feel that way. The economic minister is besieged by companies seeking rescue packages.
You can be sure that we will consider this responsibly. But you can't expect me to make promises or say no in advance, before we've responsibly made our considerations. Everyone who applied to us for assistance must expect that.
Das muss jeder erwarten dürfen, der bei uns einen Antrag stellt.
This clear-cut approach is finding favor among voters in this election year. The economic minister, stuck with the role of spoilsport, is becoming increasingly popular because people say he's being honest.